The Columbia Playhouse presents The Big Affair, an audio play written and directed by Kevin Malin. It was Friday morning and I had no plans for the day, so I decided to head to the valley and stop at one of my favorite delis for some breakfast. It was so relaxing reading the paper while enjoying a tasty omelet with a bagel and cream cheese. My cell phone was turned off and I had a nice seat in the back where I wouldn't be bothered. But then I see a friend of mine walk into the restaurant. I try to hide behind the sports section of the paper, but she must have spotted me and proceeds to walk up to my table.
I thought you might be here.
Audrey, how the hell did you find me here?
Well, you weren't at Langer's or Cantor's or Nate and Al's, so I thought I'll try Brent's.
You drove all over town just to find me?
Well, you weren't answering your cell.
I guess I forgot to turn it on.
I thought you said you were going to start eating healthier.
Do you always have to make comments about what I eat?
I'm a doctor. I can't help it.
Delis have healthy choices too, you know.
I don't see any fruit on your plate.
All right already. So what brings you here?
Listen, Kev, I won't keep you, but it's important.
You always say that. Everything with you's important. What is it?
You know my Uncle Max.
Yeah? What about him?
I think he's having an affair.
How do you know?
Somebody told my aunt that he was seen with a younger woman.
That doesn't mean anything.
My aunt thinks so.
Audrey, you chased me all over town to tell me this? Come on.
I just want to find out if he's really having an affair or not.
So what does that have to do with me?
Because you're involved.
What are you talking about?
Well, you know him.
I've met him, what, once or twice?
You're in.
No, I'm not in. Are you nuts? You go and spy on him.
It's not spying. I'm just doing this for informational purposes.
Just leave it alone. It's none of your business anyway.
Some friend you are.
Oh, come on. Why is this so important to you?
Because I thought it would be a fun adventure, that's why. You like adventure. Come on, Kev. Be a good sport.
Oh, brother.
Please. I never ask you for anything.
What are you talking about? You do it all the time.
Look, I promise I'll make it fun for you. And if you get bored, we'll turn around.
I don't know.
So you'll do it?
I didn't say that.
I'll make it worth your while.
Like what?
I'll cook dinner for you. Anything you want.
Anything?
Well, I'm not cooking a 7-course meal. It'll be something simple. So do we have a deal?
I suppose. Why do I always let you talk me into stuff like this?
Because you like me. And you like my cooking.
Making toast isn't that difficult.
Oh, that was so funny, I forgot to laugh.
The next day, I picked up Audrey at her home, and we headed over to her uncle's place in Sherman Oaks. We parked across the street to avoid detection, and kept an eye out for any suspicious activity. We must have sat there for at least 3 hours before we finally spotted him. He got into a nice shiny Cadillac convertible, lit up a big cigar, and then took off down the road. We waited a few moments, then took off after him. What does your uncle do for a living?
He's a scrap metal dealer.
He must be loaded.
He makes a living.
We followed Uncle Max at a distance as he drove through the valley before making his way onto Beverly Glen Boulevard and then east on Sunset.
It doesn't look like he's heading to work. I wonder where he's going.
He could be going anywhere, Audrey. I really don't feel right about spying on him.
I told you, we're not spying on him. We're just placing him under surveillance.
I shook my head and rolled my eyes and continued to follow our suspect at a safe distance. He entered Beverly Hills and started to slow down. Now this is interesting. He must have friends in high places.
Maybe he's seeing a famous actor.
Maybe. We see Uncle Max stopping in front of the Beverly Hills Hotel, so we decide to find a parking spot and watch what happens next. And what do you know? A few minutes later, a Mercedes pulls up next to him and a young woman gets out of the car. She's wearing a short skirt and high heels and appears to be in her 20s. Uncle Max gets out of his car and approaches her. They hug and kiss each other, make some small talk, and after the valets take their cars, they go inside the hotel, walking arm in arm.
See? I told you, something is definitely going on.
Have you ever seen that woman?
No, never.
Well, maybe there's a completely logical explanation.
Like what?
I don't know, but I wouldn't jump to any conclusions. Maybe they're just going for coffee.
You don't know my uncle. He has a reputation.
So maybe he is a dirty old man. No reason to make a federal case about it.
I just want to find out what's going on.
It's not your business to know.
It's more like curiosity, that's all.
Sounds like you're sticking your nose where it doesn't belong. I don't think I want any part of this.
Well, you can just stay in the car then. I'm going in there and find out what those two are up to.
You're just going to walk into the hotel and talk to them.
Yep, and when I find out what's going on, I'm not going to tell you.
Well, that's not fair.
You're either in or you're out.
Oh, come on. I've been doing all the driving.
Yeah, and it was my idea.
All right, I'll go in with you, but I'm out of this.
You're already in, so let's go.
Okay, but you're going to do all the talking.
I'm always the one in the trenches.
Like you said, it was your idea. We entered the hotel and headed straight for the restaurant to see if we could spot Uncle Max and his young lady friend. I was hoping Audrey had a game plan because I had no idea what to say. Audrey and I walk into the restaurant and take a look around.
There they are. See that table in the back?
Yeah, I see him. You sure about this?
Sure, I'm sure. Come on, Kev.
We approached the table where Uncle Max and the mystery guest in question were seated.
Uncle Max, hi.
Audrey? This is a surprise.
Kevin and I saw you turn into the hotel, so we thought we'd come in and say hello. We tried honking and waving, but you must not have heard us.
What are you doing in this part of town?
Oh, we're just out for a drive, looking around at stuff. And who might this young lady be?
You don't know her?
No? Should I?
This is your cousin Lucy.
What? Lucy?
Audrey, you don't remember me? I'm Lucy Levin.
Little Lucy Levin?
Yes.
Cookie Levin's daughter?
Yes.
Oh my God. I haven't seen you in years.
I know.
Look at you. You're all grown up.
And she has all the boys chasing her.
I'm sure she does.
Do you guys want to join us?
We'd love to, but we're heading over to Santa Monica to meet up with some friends. But let's get together soon and catch up.
Yes, let's do that.
Okay, well, we'd better go.
It was really good to see you, Audrey.
It was good to see you too, Lucy. Take care.
Audrey and I got back on Sunset Boulevard, but instead of going to Santa Monica, we headed in the other direction back to the valley. So who are these friends we're supposed to see in Santa Monica?
Oh, shut up.
You are such a liar. You're a big liar.
I was just being creative.
You satisfied now?
No, I'm not.
It all looked innocent to me.
I know my uncle. He's up to something.
Why would you say that?
I just don't trust him, that's all. He's always had an eye for young women.
Oh, come on. They're related.
They're distant relatives. They're like third cousins or something. And you know what else?
What?
I bet my aunt has no idea that they're meeting each other.
Are you going to ask her?
Hell no.
So now what?
I guess it'll have to remain a mystery.
You're off your rocker. Nothing's going on.
So don't believe it.
I don't plan on it. You have no proof anyway.
I don't need proof.
Look, I've had enough for one day. I'm hungry now.
Can I cook another time?
No, I want my homemade dinner today. You promised.
You're such a baby.
You're the baby. Just because things didn't go your way, you don't have to take it out on others.
Oh, all right. Let's go then.
He.
Oh, hee yourself.
Hey, Audrey.
Yeah?
Better not quit your day job.
Kevin, if you say one more word about it, I'm gonna knock your block off.
Okay. Calm down, for God's sakes. I won't mention one more word about it. Not until tomorrow, that is.
Kevin!
Audrey ended up cooking me a wonderful lasagna and making a nice Caesar salad, and I pitched in by picking up a nice red table wine. The lasagna was a little overcooked, but I kept that minor detail to myself. You have just heard The Big Affair, starring Debbie Marr as Audrey, Phillip Mitchell as Uncle Max, Allison Clark as Lucy, and yours truly, Kevin Malin, as himself. This play is copyright 2022 by Kevin Malin. All rights reserved.